me that somewhere in the last couple of months that we stopped hearing about that consumer confidence and public confidence, and we started talking about world records, and we started talking about squeezing another dollar out of the lottery. The truth of the matter is this isn't a 1 or 2 year endeavor. And so $5 million, if that's actually what we would net for a scholarship program for 30 days of peace of mind and opportunity to go back and revisit decisions to be ensured that they've been the right decisions, is nothing. It's insignificant compared to 20, 30, 40, 50 years of lottery proceeds and the number of children that will be served in the long run, not the short term. You know, in my visits with the higher ed folks and the advisory committee, they're going to be very conservative in these first year's awards anyways, and it's going to be kind of tough to get our arms exactly around, because we're only going to have first year students non-traditional, and we're not going to have to deal with the second, third, and fourth years and get kind of complicated. So there's not going to be the burden on us initially that there will be once we're up and fully operating. The world record in quick seems to have no value in my way of thinking to the people of Arkansas. Am I missing something? Is there something you want to offer other than that it's another $1 million a day for 30 days that we've lost?
Well, the only thing I talk about setting a world record is not important to me. That's not the important thing. The important thing is just what you said. It's possibly $250,000 of scholarship money in 50 young people's lives that go by board when you don't have a lottery up and running. So I want to do it right, and I want to do it world class, and that's what we're going to do it that way.
Does it affect, in delaying review 2 days, does that affect the September 28th?
If it's 2 days, probably not.
At what point does it affect?
Well, if it's after 2 days, it probably does, because you just can't get it done.
What do you say to Mr. Senator Steele saying that he wanted to see more detailed plans in terms of minorities?
Well, we'll try to get him, whatever he needs. Obviously, all the vendors have made preliminary contact with minority vendors, and they've incorporated that in the proposal. So that's an ongoing process. Until they get contracts, they're not going to sign any commitments to do anything. I think Enchilada has indicated to me they were going to buy 29 vehicles from a minority car dealer. But they're not going to sign that contract until after they get their contract signed.
What is your response to Representative Hyde's comments about public confidence and the speed at which the commission is moving?
Well, the public has to judge all this for itself, so they have to put all this into their system and determine whether they think the early startup date is a good thing or bad thing.
Do you think this all basically just comes down to they don't like this September 28th date, that things are moving too quickly?
I don't know. You have to ask them.
Are you moving too quickly?
I don't think so. That's my opinion. I've got one opinion, and then there's a lot of other opinions. So you have to ask other people their opinions.
Thank you.
Mr. Malik, several committee members mentioned they're concerned about the public confidence in the lottery. Do you share those concerns?
Well, there's been a lot of issues from the very beginning, and a lot of them started out with the salary issues, and I certainly had a lot of my constituents that raised some questions about that. And so following up today with the contract, I don't think any of us were necessarily making a conclusion that the contract was inappropriate. We did have additional questions because there was only one bid, and we didn't have anything to compare it against. And we just, and we felt like we were being pushed a little bit time-wise. The legislation gives us 30 days to review a contract. We're within just a few days. The contract's a few hundred pages long. We needed our staff to review that. I would have even liked for DFNA procurement office to help review that. But we've done the best that we could in looking through it. We've got some more questions that we're going to try to get answered by Thursday, and doing all that we can to make certain that the public does maintain confidence. But I think the speed with which we're operating, and then back to some of the salary issues, that there have been some questions, at least by my constituents.
Sure. What do you feel the appropriate role of your committee, the Oversight Committees, is in this?
Well, it's a little unusual in that with respect to contracts, we do simply review. There's some legal questions. There's even been a lawsuit out there that's gone to the Supreme Court on whether we approve, disapprove, and we do not do that. We simply review. I think if we don't have all of our questions answered, that we do have the right to leave it open, as we did today. But I'm not certain whether, even if we didn't move to a review, that the commission could go ahead. And hopefully we end up with a good review, and the commission can go forward, and hopefully it works as we've all hoped that it will, and that we can maintain the integrity and transparency in the process.
Thank you.